welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are hanging out in Silverton, Colorado, and we are going to bring you along to hike a new to us area, as well as head downtown to grab two of our favorite treats before we'll come back up to camp for a nice relaxing evening. This is actually our last vacation day. Yes, tomorrow is Sunday, but it's a move day and grocery day and errand day, so this is our last full day to relax, so we're going to bring you along with us. It has been a foggy morning, so I'm taking it a little slow, enjoying my coffee, enjoying my Pop-Tarts, and we're going to head on down the pass to Silverton, so we will catch you there. The fog has burned off in the most spectacular of ways. We've actually had two really rainy days. So it is so good to see blue skies again in time for this last hike of the vacation, but not the last hike in Silverton, of course. And what's really cool about the fact that I'm here for so long this year is that I'm able to do something like this where I'm just, excuse me, where I'm just hiking a pass and exploring and kind of just taking my time, enjoying a new area. I've actually never been in this gulch. So the old 100 mine is that way, Stony Pass is this way, and that is where we're heading, so let's go check it out. Barely left the car and we're already starting out strong because I see a tram line up there. So if you're new to the channel, I love finding old mines, and tram lines are one of my all-time favorite things to see. It's hard to find them. They're not super prevalent anymore, and what a tram line was, it took place of the pack mules that used to have to bring the ore or the gold or the silver or whatever they were bringing down from the high mountaintops. The tram lines were placed. And what's crazy is they also used to ride to work in those. And there's a couple stories I've heard where if you didn't duck your head just right, when you were going through like the connection, like the tram stations, you could die. People would hit their head and die. So very dangerous way to work. Not to mention that I am petrified of heights, so it'd be very dangerous for me. Why am I choking myself? All right, the sad thing is the tram line's right there, and we are going there. So I don't know that I'll run into it, but hopefully I will. It's hard to breathe up here. Pass under the tram line, so that is a tram line that goes straight down. And here's what I want y'all to picture. Down at the bottom in the canyon, you gotta get up to work. So you get in this giant metal bucket that carries ore down the mountain. You either stand or you perch kind of on the side, one hand on the support, and you ride up the mountain. And at each transfer station, you gotta duck. Time it just right, come back up so you don't hit your head on the transfer station. So you can't get lost in conversations with your buddy, can't be taken in the view, or you could die. You go up, you work a hard day, and you come straight back down the mountain, sometimes at an almost straight down pitch. So we're already at like 11,000, so we're going up. So I believe this tramway station goes up to like 12,600. So just imagine that in all sorts of weather, any time of year, morning, darkness. Just imagine that is your commute to work. That's why I'm just fascinated by these things. Get a drink, buddy. You want a drink? little veer off of Stony Pass onto Rocky Gulch, and then another little veer off of Rocky Gulch because I saw all of the structures in the distance. Fiends, get away from the edge. Seriously. Seriously. You're generally smarter than that, kid. Okay, we're gonna. If you ever wonder why sometimes he's on leash and sometimes he's not, sometimes he's just a little more kamikaze than normal. We're just gonna, yeah. It's pretty loose, but it's pretty loose. Anywho, and we kind of struck dirt here. Struck gold here because I followed the railroad track all the way to the mine, which is really cool. Didn't even know this was up here. I don't know what mine this is. Old 100's that way. Believe Rocky Boys that way. So I'll have to kind of Google and figure out what was in between. I've been on trail for an hour and 4 minutes, and that's actually the first OHV I've heard. So we've had a lot of alone time, but this area is stunning. It's beautiful. It's been a hard climb, so this is a nice little break, but I do think we're gonna head back to Rocky Gulch and keep going up Rocky Gulch and just see what else we can find, because it seems like this is where more of the mines are. And yeah, we're probably just gonna go for like another hour. It's been, yeah, like I said, pretty steep climb, so whew. But man, what a life up here. Yeah, this is beautiful. I just feel so dang lucky to be here right now. That might be Handy's off in the distance. It sure looks like it's big enough. I've got to figure out like the direction I am, but I think that might be Handy's, which is the Area 14er. You know how I love when people leave things for you to find. I think this might be ore, maybe. There's something in here. I'm just not smart enough to tell you what it is, but there's a couple of samples here. I think it's ore, silver, gold. I don't know, guys. I wish I knew this stuff. If any of y'all are like experts at this stuff, like invite me. Or I just feel like I need to go visit Sarah Gordo and just talk to him for like ever, because I would love to learn. Actually, there looks like gold in that. See that? Sorry, you guys are getting my face here. That's so cool. We are back off that little spur there, and I think I'm gonna go up Rocky Gulch. So we go down to get back on Stony. I'm gonna go back up on Rocky Gulch. So because it does say there's a tram house up here, but I cannot tell how many miles it is, and it looks a little high, but I figure we'll just keep going this way anyways, see what it looks like. If it gets super steep, uncomfortable, turn around, go back to Stony Pass for a little bit. It's a free range adventure, y'all. Never do it justice, but damn, she got steep quick. You walking back ain't bad, man. There's also more power lines up here than I've ever seen. So these must have been newer mines to have had electricity, because there's a lot of power poles and old lines hanging down, so must have been pretty modern. God bless America, that's steep. Whew. Right about 11.4, 11.5. Whew. That's very, very steep. This kid's killing it though. This kid's doing the bestest. Yeah, get a little trot. Well, we got above tree line. Whew. This last piece has been brutal. I'm not sure how much farther we're gonna go. He's doing really good. But if this kind of grade keeps on keeping on, whew, I don't know how much further we're gonna get. Whew. Okay, stop complaining. Stop belly aching. Just in the hard part. You got this, Michelle. You can keep going. It's hard because I don't have any destination, like specific destination. So like, when it gets hard, you're like, oh, I could turn around. But I said we'd do a certain mileage, certain elevation gain. So that's what we're doing. So from what I can tell on the map, if you take that little footpath to the left, that takes you to the old 100 boarding house. It looks like that's still pretty snow-packed and definitely a rougher hike. And then to the right is the Rocky tram house. We're gonna go up just a little bit more. I am, to be completely honest, feeling the altitude a lot today. So I think it's just the steepness of these climbs has been pretty intense because I wasn't feeling it lower. This last mile has been, it's been like 34%, 37% according to All Trails. So pretty steep. So we're just gonna go up here just a little bit to where I see the power line, see if that's the tram house. I can't really tell how far the tram house was from the turnoff just because I don't have the full map downloaded. I have Stony Pass downloaded and you can see this, but I can't see the mileage. So just gonna go a little further up. He's doing fantastic. Weather's great. And really going down, we'll just have this one spicy bit that we've had to climb that'll go slow. Otherwise down is gonna be a nice steady piece of cake, but it's that smile, man. Whew. So I'm not like an extreme athlete by any means, but I've done some pretty cool shit. And what I like to do on these moments, because like this is a really hard climb. Like guys, this is type 2 fun all the way. Like this is a hard climb. I like to just get real slow, steady movement, and just look around. Take a breather if you need to. Just stop, take in a breather. There's some little cribbing up there. Just really remember why you're here. Like, you're blessed to be here. And it takes some of that suckage away. Whew. My quads are gonna be dead after this. Woo! Hey kids. Here. As you can see, we've got the tram house in distance, but he is starting to show signs of slowing down, laying in the shade, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna flip it, which we're right about the mileage that I figured we'd get, but a lot more climb. So, because I thought we were doing Stony Pass. So we had a lot of fun. It is beautiful, and now we get to take the view in going down, but it's definitely not worth, you know, pushing him to get to a tram house as cool as it is. You can see it from here, boo, right? Yeah, we can see it from here. Cool. You could see that little cut across in that last clip. That, I believe, is the trail to the boarding house, which is wild, man. Oh wow, that would be an insane trail. That would definitely not be one that I would do by myself. It looks very, very exposed. But wow, What a trek to your boarding house, man. There is it looks like a building down up there too, so looks like maybe there was a mine shaft there as well. They're all throughout this mountain range. Oops, marmot. A jet too. That's the crazy thing though about this mountain range is there are so many mines that have even been forgotten, you know, because they didn't strike it rich, or they were short-lived, or so nobody wrote about them because they're so deep back in here. Phoenix Shanklin, no. Thank you. He's about to go marmot hunting. But anywho, so I don't think they all have names, and I think that's very interesting, unique history. I actually might stop at the library this week and see if they'll give me a like temporary pass and see if I can't find any Silverton history books to kind of study while I'm here, and then go and kind of put names to places like I've been doing, but in a different scale, you know, a more like unknown scale, like this one. Like, who knows what that was? I'll figure it out. Okay, I better focus. This is very steep. I'm gonna take a minute, do a little cold plunge, but it looks like the afternoon storm's rolling in. So I'm prepared, raincoat, we're good. I just would rather get below tree line, and I've got a very steep descent to get there that's gonna take a little bit. So no cold plunge here, but I definitely feel like my quads are gonna need a cold plunge after this. Probably my ankle too, man. Woo. Haven't worked this ankle that I sprained like this in a long time. So she's a little tired. All right, I'll catch you guys when we get back to the tree line. We are back down. This is where we turned off of Stony Pass, this dead end sign. There's Stony Pass. And now we're gonna just turn and go back down Stony Pass. But I love it. I've not seen anybody today, till just now, when I decided to pee. Just on the side of the road because I haven't seen anybody. Like, I've not seen a single soul all day. They were very kind. They offered me water and snacks if I needed it. But I was like, oh, we're good. I was like, sorry, you just saw me pee. And he's like, we've seen worse. I was like, okay. But all right, we still have a lot more steep down. We're not fully back to tree level. We're still decently exposed. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on. We had a little rainstorm, but just like that, she's gone. It's gonna keep the coat on because there's some more clouds over there. But for now, we've got some sun. And we're probably about a mile away from the car, so not bad at all. Car, sweet car with a dripping Coke Zero. That's not Coke Zero, that's regular Coke. Nice. Also obsessed with this stuff. It was supposed to be the Tex-Mex. They gave me the wrong stuff. The Cajun. Better than the Tex-Mex. Who's laying down already? Woo! It's hot. I mentioned Old 100 Mine a couple of times on this hike. Old 100 Mine is actually right back here. It's a current mine tour, so like I don't think it's an operating mine, but you can do a mine tour, so it's a little more modernized. Obviously, Feens can't go on the tour, but I'll just show you around real quick. I think it would be really fun to do if you had kids, because you get in like a little train and you go in. I think it would be a blast, or minecart, not a train. Oh my gosh, I need to eat more food. I need to eat more food. So you like go in a minecart and you go in a tour. So it would be amazing with kids. So I'm just gonna show you around real quick. I promise, not long. I'm really trying to make these not all about mines, but it's just my thing. Done with mines for the day, but we're done. It's time to go eat. Want the best pizza in the world? Let's go. Slight change of plans happened. So it looks like there was a big storm coming up onto Mullis Pass, and I really needed to charge my battery. Plus there were 3 buses in downtown Silverton and it was wild. So I thought, you know what? Let's pop up. We'll put the battery on a charger for like half hour, 45 minutes, just to give it enough to get me through till tomorrow morning. And we fell asleep on our chairs. So it actually got an hour and a half of charge. So we're good. And now we're gonna go back down and we're gonna get food because yeah, now I'm hungry. So let's go. We have a ridiculous amount of food obtained in the passenger seat. Because it started sprinkling. The Golden Block was still packed. They only have 4 seats outside, so on the weekends it's a little bit hard. But honestly, chilling up at the camper, it's like a dream come true to have the camper and like to not be eating in my car like I used to. So I'm excited to take it back. Let's go. We have the most ridiculousness ever, starting with some liquid IV, desperately needed. Then we have the Mountain Climber, which is a buffalo chicken pizza. Then we have the Little Mullis Caesar. And then for dessert, we have a cherry cheesecake funnel cake. And yes, that is thunder that's going on in the background. And I hope it doesn't pass me over because I feel like I need this entire, I hope it does pass me over because I feel like I need this entire table for this. Beans, sharing is caring. Beans, sharing is caring. All right, we are going to dive in, eat, enjoy. Guess if worst comes to worst, we have dessert in the camper because we're gonna save that. But for now, I'm gonna sit back, enjoy, because I'm hungry. Oh my gosh, this is the best pizza. I don't even like buffalo chicken pizza usually, but this one, so good. So good. That hike took it out of us. The rest of our evening was just honestly enjoying being outside in nature. This is the first night in a couple that it hasn't either been really windy or rainy, and so it was just nice to lay out there, read a book, watch the sunset. Feens is toast, sleeping in his little bed. He loves his little bed. I get asked a lot. I'll try to remember to link it below all the time, but it's a Kuma outdoor dog bed with just his dog bed on top of it because he's bougie and he needs to be really cozy. I have one of those dogs, like that's why I have so many pillows, is because he lays on pillows. He has to be cozy or he will like physically move you. Like he will sit on you to get you to move so that he can get cozy. He's ridiculous. I mean, he cuddles his stuffed animals, like he's a lot, but he's out laying on his bed. He loves that thing. It actually is hard for me to get him in sometimes at night. He doesn't want to come in. Well, he wants to come in, but he doesn't want to get out of his chair. Anyhow, I think I'm gonna watch a movie and just enjoy having the window open and everything being dry. The sun is behind Sultan and it will be dark soon. So I'm gonna enjoy this last night of vacation. Tomorrow is a reset day to get ready for work. And I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today as we explored Silverton. There will be a lot more of Silverton coming. I alluded to it, but I don't think I said it fully, but I will be in Silverton for a substantial amount of time. I found a private piece of property to stay on and I canceled my reservation across the pass because I love the cooler temps. Like the high you're gonna get is like 75 here, and it's perfect for Fiends and I, and we're just happiest here. So we'll still do some adventures over the pass, but I'm really happy that our next move day is 8 miles down the pass, and then we will be there for a significant bit of time, and we'll be seeing some friends who will be coming into town for some of the races, and just excited. This has been the dream, to be in Silverton, so with him, so to not only have it for vacation, but then to have it for a significant portion after it is really special. And I'm just so grateful for what we did today. I don't take any moment for granted. He did so good. Like, he has no idea he's supposed to be sick, and that makes me so happy because we're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat it. We're gonna have a long life together. Okay, this got sappy real quick, passing in a hurry. This is grateful. I'm grateful in my home on wheels, in my favorite place on earth, with my best friend. And we just had a great day. And I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. And I can't wait to show you what we get up to next, whatever that might be. So we'll see you on the next adventure. Literally wherever the road takes us. Or wherever the adventure takes us.
If anything enough